you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
There's one west. There's one west. There's one west. There's one.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
There's one west. There's one west. There's one west. There's
Don't let your strongest muscle be in your goddamn them Twitter fingers, nigga. Boss that nigga, man. Get your shit together, man. I'm overrated. It's overrated. Overrated. It's overrated, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoe, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp in the state that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, babe, blaze, I lit a rip on them, yeah. Tonight it's a ride, I got a show, live show, and a nigga still indie. Yeah, them UPK niggas winning, UPK niggas gifted. Hey, I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I stunt. All the niggas wanna hate, frustrates on the face, boy, a little wasting time. I don't hate being around broke minds, I motivate their ass and they grind. And that's a real ass leader, real ass nigga, 2G short in the flesh. And I'ma eat my plate so good, I'ma let a little bit while the dish. And I'ma beat down your block so rich, top off, you'll feel every leg. I went to another bitch house, cause that bitch ain't clean up the kitchen. And I ain't saying no names, give a goddamn shit, let that motherfucker learn. I left my phone unlocked, woke up, bitch, had a damn chalkboard in front. Wanna know who this, who the fuck is that, bitch, I ain't telling no business. And I bought another motherfucking chopper, and that bitch came with some haters, but hey, I'm overrated, pass, overrated. I'm overrated, pass, overrated, nigga. I'm overrated, pass, overrated. I'm overrated, pass, overrated, nigga. I'm pass overrated, my money coming steady, I'ma rock out my good talk. Hey, the women looking good, got the mic bro, sorry, trying to see you got good talk. Silent with them fine, thick women, they better know how to cook up. Hey, never take the bitch from scratch, then I can yeah, I'm stuck. I be in Atlanta with the hitters, zone 6 rockin' with a nigga. Had a nigga walk up through a G, but get past my security. Yeah, I go lock, that's my dog, war ready, and the priest too official. Niggas in the world traumatized, tryna buy a trip off a nigga. But we gon' keep the shows coming, get these hoes running hill for a change, he'll fly. But I gotta keep my fly swat on me, cause these nat bitches lying. I'm in North Carolina, do a real big shit, I been got new ties. If you ain't round broke, boy, you tired. But me and my niggas, yeah, pass overrated, pass overrated, overrated, pass overrated, nigga, pass overrated, pass overrated, overrated, pass overrated, nigga.
It's the Pass Overrated, man, mixtape, EP, whatever you wanna call it. I'm feeding y'all more, y'all run this shit up, man. Do the shit for the Lord, man. Pass Overrated, man. UPK.
Right back at you again. Officer Shapat Dayakin. Dropping something heavy for these cowards out here. Yeah. Coming straight from 125th, 1 West, Harlem, New York. Home of the truth, nigga. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? All day as we discuss how they don't like us. Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us, watch where you stepping. Cause a scene, you gon' see how brotherhood is a weapon. Tough skin protect our wrists, teach girls and kids devoutness. Call them prophetess, a priest damn near nothing without it. More than rubies, cute and understanding when describing. Virtue loving, no lip from the daughters of Zion. Gold teeth, earrings, chains, and the rings. Precious metals, fabrics, emphatic stones, and everything. Trying to catch this slang, rewind what we rappers slang. Lost in parables, your scripture breakdowns terrible. Yasha Allah, Prince of the power, we are the Jews. God on earth, you can see it by watching all our moves. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha?
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Priest up, so I'm a Wonka Bar. Feel me? Asheville, Kentucky, under Commander Hunter since 1969. We've been teaching the truth that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the chosen people of God. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Let's clap that up, y'all. Christ, man. The brothers in here rocking. Feel me? Real talk. And yeah, tonight's class, we about to talk about how the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You got the Tucker Carlson nigga, white dude, whatever. He say, you know, he questioning the Israelis. You know, questioning the Israelis, saying, man, is they really the people? Because it's really common knowledge now that, you know, the Khazarian Empire, they converted to Judaism. You know? So now when you So now when you think about, well, damn, who the hell is practicing Judaism? It's the Israelis. So if the Israelis is the ones that's practicing Judaism, they the stars of Judaism, then they must have been the Khazarians too. Because that's what it say. It said that they converted. The Khazarians converted. You feel me? They was atheists and all kind of shit. So and that's crazy. That's the reason why they really don't follow none of the stuff in the Bible, because they don't believe it. Right. Because they know they ain't even them people. But the earth given to the hands of the wicked. So, you know, they can just really do whatever they want. And we're gonna break that down too, why they feel like they can do what they want. Yeah, you go ahead.
Yes, like I said, if I made that's real heavy, I just wanted to add, if I could, I was reading, I forget what, I think it was like the Jewish Digest or something I was reading some years back, and it was a rabbi that said, whether or not we're the real Israelites, it don't even matter now.
It don't even matter no more. It's been so long.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that's vice versa. It don't matter if we are the real Israelites, because we've been called African American for so long, Colombian, you feel me, Mexican for so long, that they feel like it don't even matter, you feel me, if we are or not.
Right.
It's basically like whatever we say it is what it is. And you know, that can't keep going on. So if I could, Hallmark, you could read that article I sent you. You feel me? Just for people that think, you know, we just be talking shit. And this happened down here where we at in Kentucky. And that's this stuff right here is the reason why Kentucky get a bad name. You feel me? You come down here to Kentucky, we'll take you to some parts, you will feel like you in a major city. And then you'll have these motherfuckers that'll just fuck all that shit up. Have motherfucker not even wanting to visit.
So, like you, sir, can I say this on the live?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, we good. Yeah, we good to go. Shit.
Kentucky man covered in fur arrested after allegedly being caught having sex with a deer.
Right. Now I sent this article to everybody, so everybody could see it before they try to delete it. You know, you could screenshot it. Man, I probably even sent this to Mark Zuckerberg. I sent this to everybody because I wanted people to see who the devil is, man. Because people keep talking about Esau. Esau ain't the white man. Well, who the hell is this then? Right. You feel me? This sound like the Esau that I read about.
Right.
You know, red and hairy, a hunter, man of the field. It sound like the Esau that I read about in the Bible. He covered in fur from having sex with a deer, a dead deer at that. He having sex with a dead deer, man. And the most important thing about this is these are people that run the world. His family runs the world. He's part of the family of people that run the world, the so-called white race. And this is what they do when they in their base nature, you know, when the camera's off. Everybody shocked at Epstein. Don't be shocked at Epstein. This is what the poor white people doing. The rich white people, they're going to just buy an island. They're going to make it look all extravagant. You feel me? They're going to make it seem like ain't nothing wrong with it. But the poor white people, shit, they just gonna go out in the woods and just gonna have sex with a deer. You hear me? An antelope. This is insane. I hardly can't even believe it, but you know, I grew up in the hood. You know, we didn't like it was not part of our nature, so they might not even be as shocked. And I feel sorry for black women that think you're supposed to get with a white dude and you getting with the abominable snowman. You get with a white dude, you getting with with Bigfoot. He want to cover himself in fur. You feel me? So he can go have sex with animals. This is insane.
Henderson, Kentucky. Kentucky man arrested after he allegedly engaged in sexual activity with a deceased animal.
Come on, man. Stop it. So either he told on himself or he was caught red-handed. Either one is bad. Because the only way they can know this is he told on himself or he got caught red-handed. And if you got caught red-handed, then that just means you just didn't even really care. You feel me? You out there in the woods, you supposed to be hunting. You feel me? You having sex with the damn thing. You feel me? And these the people that rule over us, man. Stop it. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked run the earth right now. You feel me? These people ain't godly. And for the Christians out there, this ain't Christ's kingdom. So what's going to happen? This kingdom got to be destroyed. You can just keep it plain as that. This kingdom got to be destroyed. This is not Christ's kingdom. This is not the everlasting kingdom that the pastors in there talking about. I know it ain't. This can't be. So this thing got to go away. I ain't gonna lie to you. And more, the white man keeps showing you that who he is. He keeps showing you that he the devil. More and more. You know, like I like to call it the usual suspects. You know,
right?
Usual suspects, always them. Whenever you hear about some weird ass shit, it's always them. And you don't want to believe that they Esau, because if you believe they Esau, then you're gonna have to believe everything else we say. And of course, you don't want to do that. We know you don't. Real talk. But if I could, hey, goodbye your mom. If you can go to Job 9 and 22.
Come.
Hey, and if either one of y'all got anything, you feel me, on the topic or off the topic, just go ahead and bring it out.
Come, sir.
Come. The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 22. This is one thing. Therefore I said it. He destroyeth the perfect and the wicked.
Right. And because Job was going through a time of torment, you know, he was being judged, he was being punished. You feel me? But he, of course, felt like he didn't deserve it, you know, because he was really just being tested. But at this time, of course, he didn't know that. You feel me? So the type of stuff he was going through was so bad that Job was like, damn, shit, he destroyed the perfect and the wicked. Like, whether you do good or you do bad, you get judged. You know, you get punished. I'd rather say that's a better way to put it. You know, you get punished. You're going to go through pain and suffering no matter what, because before Satan came on Job, he was living a prosperous life. He was living good. You feel me? Because he was a servant of the Lord. But now he's going through so much pain. He like, damn. No, basically, no matter what you do, you're gonna be, destroyed. The perfect and the wicked gonna get destroyed. And that's what a lot of people think. You feel me? A lot of people think that. You feel me? That's the reason why a lot of people choose to be wicked. What'd you say? The kingdom will be given to the saints of the Most High, not Christ. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. Because the saints of the Most High rule under Christ. And it said that Christ come in to take what he did not put down. So obviously you don't know the Bible. Christian. I can't even say you're a Christian. Probably a Old Testament Israelite. Real talk. But yeah, but back to this. This is the reason why a lot of people choose to just live in wickedness, because of what Job was just saying right here. Feeling like, damn, no matter if you do good or bad, if you're going to get, punished, if you're going to go through pain and suffering, then you might as well just be wicked. And that's what happened with Esau. Esau chose to be wicked because he gave up his birthright. You feel me? He gave up his birthright and knew he wasn't chosen. Just like all the other kingdoms that ruled on the planet. They knew the Lord wasn't with them. So why be righteous? You feel me? That's the heathens. The heathens is like, why be righteous if the Lord didn't choose us anyway? The Lord only chose the Israelites. So we might as well just be wicked. You feel me? And then they double downing on it. You feel me? By putting God's chosen people in slavery. Real talk. Yeah, I knew he was an Old Testament Israelite. He or she is probably a woman. Or a man with a woman's spirit. Who knows? It's a lot. We going all the way to 24. It's a lot.
Verse 23. If the screw slay suddenly, he will laugh at the trial of the innocent.
Right. And the scourge is like a whip or just like punishment. You feel me? And he's saying that, damn, the Lord must be just laughing at what we going through. You feel me? When he's not. But Job was being perfect. He just couldn't understand what he was going through. So he's assuming that the Lord is just laughing. You feel me? At what he's going through. When really he wasn't. He was just testing him. Real tough. Because what you got to understand is nobody is exempt from sudden punishment. And that's another thing Job didn't understand. We understand that now because we got the records. You feel me? We got the records that was, given to us, that was saved for us to get it. But Job, of course, didn't have all that. He didn't have that whole breakdown. You feel me? His whole life was a breakdown for us that we use, every day. Like real talk. And that sudden punishment, that shit can come anytime. You feel me? The Lord can send Satan on you to test you.
Verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Right. And the earth is given into the hands of the wicked because the wicked people is not going to suffer. You feel me? Going through torment and punishment. You feel me? And be good. They're not going to do that. Wicked people going to see like, okay, well, look, if I'm going to go through this for being good, then I might as well just be wicked. And that's the whole point of this whole thing we talking about. Instead of being good and get judged and get punished, so I might as well just be wicked and live in my flesh and do whatever I want. And that's how the wicked is. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked because they choose that. They don't choose to suffer. The so-called white man doesn't choose to suffer. You feel me? He sold his birthright because he was hungry. You feel me? He just had sex. White man just got caught having sex with a deer because he was horny. Come on, man. Stop it. They not ready to suffer. You feel me? Only righteous people is willing to suffer. Wicked people ain't willing to suffer. They willing to do whatever they got to do to feed their flesh. Real talk. And that's how the earth was given into the hands of the wicked because of the wicked made that decision. The white man, the Greeks, the Romans, you feel me? The Babylonians, the Assyrians, they all made that decision that since we not the chosen people and we're never going to rule, we might as well be wicked. And then maybe we'll rule for a little bit.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Right. And that's what they had to do. So they can stay in power and on top, they had to cover the faces of the judges. You feel me? They had to cover the face. They had to claim that they the Israelites. Matter of fact, they don't even say Israelites. That's why I say that's always weird to me, the terminology they use. They don't even say Israelites. They say Israeli. They don't say they the Jews. They say they Jewish. And they don't never say they no other tribe but Judah. What the hell is Benjamin and Levi? Where's Asher? Where's Gad at? You feel me? Where's Naphtali? Why y'all don't never claim none of those? Y'all only claim Judah. Real talk. Because they cover the face of the judges. They want you to think that they the children of David and Solomon. They want you to think Solomon was white. when ain't no way Solomon was white. Solomon had too many women to be white. The white man want to have sex with animals. He don't want to have sex with women. Real talk. He don't want women. He want animals. The Greeks used to say it all the time that women was just for reproducing. You feel me? The Greeks, they wanted to have sex with they damn fucking army buddies and shit. That's why if you black in the army, you need to get up out of that shit. There's nothing but gay shit going on in there. Like real talk. The women too, nothing but lesbian shit going on in there. You feel me? Because that's their culture. That's them. But they cover the face of the judges. They claiming to be the judges. You feel me? They want you to think Samson was a white man. You feel me? They want Christ. Can't forget that. The king. You feel me? But the Jewish people don't believe in Christ. But that too, you know, they covered Christ in the Renaissance period and said he was white. When it's not true. Real talk. But the way the earth was given into the hands of the wicked is because they knew that if you're gonna be righteous and get punished and wicked and get punished, you might as well be wicked. And they went in full force. Real talk. So if I could, you could drop that. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 48. Therefore shall they serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in wants of all things.
Right. So you got to ask yourself this question. Who did the Jewish man serve? You feel me? Who did he serve? He can't even tell you. Because he owned everything. He can't even tell you that. America giving him $50 billion a year. You feel me? Who the hell did he serve? Please don't say the Holocaust. Because the reason why the Holocaust even happened, because the Germans were serving y'all. You feel me? They was oppressing the Germans. And Hitler rose up and said, no, this can't keep happening. So you can't even say that y'all served the Germans. They just tried to exterminate y'all. The only people that serving anybody is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. And then to even make it more clear, say serve thy enemy. So it ain't even talking about serving your brother. The Jewish man and the German man was brothers. They family. They look just alike. Like real talk. But then you got us. We look nothing like these people. We sound nothing like these people. We do none of the things these people do. But yet we serving them. And we need what? Food, no businesses, no grocery stores. Thirst, no drink. You feel me? And in nakedness. And we buying clothes from. We got to buy their clothes. You feel me? We got to buy their clothes. We got to dress the way they tell us to dress. What's appropriate. You feel me? You got fake Israelites wearing shirts and ties while they teaching class now. You feel me? Trying to be accepted by their enemy. You feel me? Trying to be accepted by their enemy. What'd you say, Slocky?
Slocky, sir. And I was just saying that they even teaching all people can be saved now.
Come on, stop it, man. Stop it. That's serving your enemy. They couldn't even hold on to a little bit, you feel me, of the truth that they got. They couldn't even hold on to that. With that's the biggest thing. They couldn't even hold on to that. They had to go back into the church. You feel me? Like real talk. But that's come from oppression. Because we really the Jews. We really them. You feel me? And we going through all this. It's like we're going all the way to 50.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Come on, stop it, man. Stop it. The Jewish man, they put you in the oven. They put you in the oven, try to burn you alive. They did all kind of heinous stuff to them Jewish people. But they ain't go through this. You feel me? Them blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians had that yoke of iron on their neck. You feel me? And around their wrists too. Real talk. And then, of course, this is really just also not only physically happening, it's spiritual. You feel me? Because the yoke of iron is around our neck right now. They keep talking about, why don't y'all just leave? Nigga, we can't. What you talking about? Just leave, go back to Africa. Nigga, I ain't never been to Africa. I've been here so long. Me and the brother were just talking about that earlier. Yeah, we've been here so long, shit. This is where we from. Shit, goddamn, I wouldn't even feel comfortable going to Africa. It's a do what? And that's no different than the brothers from Guatemala. You trying to send them to Guatemala, they ain't even never lived there. They was born here. But they deporting them, sending them back to Guatemala and not a Guatemala. What's that other one with the MS-13 from? Can't think of it.
Honduras?
No, not Honduras. It's one of them in Central America, though. I think
Venezuela.
No, not Venezuela. The I can't even think of it, but the one with the MS-13 from. But yeah, they sending them back there. El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Yeah, that's what it is. El Salvador. Yeah, they sending them brothers back down there, man. They ain't from there. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. That's what this yoke of iron is spiritual, man. Like real talk. We don't want to fucking leave.
Until he has destroyed thee.
Right, and that's a fact. We destroyed. The Jewish man ain't destroyed. The Jewish man is living lavishly. You feel me? He do not fit this damn scripture at all, and he know it. And that's what the hell the whole interview went viral for. Because it's like the Jewish man don't fit none of the characteristics. The Jewish man don't fit none of the characteristics. You feel me? Of what the Bible say. And even the white man knew it. The Tucker Carlson, I ain't really never heard of him. I ain't gonna lie. But he knew it. You feel me? Because he said he's a Christian. So he believe in the New Testament. He don't believe in the Old. But even him reading the Old Testament, he knowing like, man, y'all don't fit that shit. That can't be y'all. Now, we ain't saying it's black people yet. You know, they ain't come out and say that yet. But they also know it ain't them. The Arabs know it too. The Arabs will tell you. You could just walk up to an Arab and ask. They'd be proud to tell you too. But they don't like their ass for nothing.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the ends of the earth, as swift as an eagle fly.
Right, swift as an eagle fly. And you know the bird for the Roman Empire was an eagle. America is the bald eagle. Most white countries is an eagle. That's just their symbol. Just like with the tribe of Judah is a lion. Their symbol is an eagle. And that's how they came. Swift and real slick. You feel me? They a whole nother nation than us. Like it's people being oppressed by other people that look just like them. Like people say, oh, the Irish was oppressed. The Irish is white. You can't even tell the difference between an Irish and an American. You feel me? Somebody from Poland and somebody from Irish, they all look the same. A Jewish man and a damn Russian, they all look the same because they the same nation. They might have different hair color, shorter, taller, whatever, but they the same nation. Black people is not the same nation as white people. And white people came from afar to oppress black people. To put blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians in slavery. This is talking about us. This ain't talking about no goddamn Jewish man. Like real talk.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Come on, stop it, man. The Jewish man speak Russian, Poland, English, all that. He can understand all them damn language. German, you know, all them goddamn languages. You feel me? But we did not understand when they talked to us. We didn't understand what they spoke. You feel me? We had no clue. You feel me? We had no clue what they were saying. It was easy for them to tell us any damn thing because we didn't know what the hell they were saying anyway. They had to teach us their language. They put us in slavery, made us forget our language. They had to teach us theirs. The Irish, they knew what the white people in America were saying. The Germans and the Israelis, the so-called Jew, they knew what each other was saying. It said we ain't gonna know how each other speaking. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. We ain't gonna know what they saying. This only talking about us. This can't be talking about nobody else. Like real talk. And it's just coming out more and more because people is just really it's like the information age. So people are just really getting into just a lot of history and stuff like that. Everybody trying to go viral. And a lot of people running into stuff that they really weren't trying to run into. You feel me? Especially when they running into the UPK. They searching and researching stuff. And then their algorithm is pulling us into their algorithm. And they finding out like, damn, them niggas, them niggas talking some shit. The stuff they saying, we can't dispute that. And that's all that matters. You feel me? You can laugh at the way we dress or how we talk or we just from the streets. Man, that don't even matter. Prove us wrong. Prove to me that this is talking about the white Jewish man right here, 28 and 49. You can't prove that. When the fuck did this happen to the Jewish man? You can't prove it. You go ahead.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor sweet the favor of the young.
Right. No, they don't regard the old or the young. That's a fact. They're trying to get rid of Social Security. They're trying to mess up your 401k, your retirement. You feel me? The nursing homes is all trash and run down. They aborting all the babies. No, they don't care about the young. They telling you to go kill your baby. Before it is even born, they telling you to go kill your baby. You feel me? You then just got the bitch pregnant. They telling you to kill it. Like real talk. And then they do it so strategic. It's called Planned Parenthood. They do it so slick, make it sound like it's, it's your future. We got to make sure your future's bright. The hell out of here, man. Shit don't even make no sense. This ain't no way this is talking about no damn Israelis. What the Israeli that's going into the abortion clinic? They ain't got to. But they got trust funds. The hell they killing their babies for? They got trust funds. Black Hispanic women, they killing their babies because of oppression. You hear me? Because of trauma. Because of the fear of not knowing. That shit will drive somebody crazy. Not knowing. You about to have a baby, you don't even know if you can feed yourself, let alone the baby. And the reason why, because they won't show favor to the young. So they just try to get rid of your food stamps. It's talking about black people, Hispanics and Native Indians, man. Real talk. Hey, but if I could, you could drop that. You can go to Jeremiah 49 and 7.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts. Is wisdom no more in Teman?
Right, and Teman. Is wisdom no more in Teman? Teman was one of the tribes of Esau. You feel me? It was supposed to, and today that's the so-called Germans. You feel me? And they were supposed to be the wise ones. You know, they the ones came up with the nuclear bombs and all that stuff. When Hitler, when they took over Germany and destroyed Hitler's army and all that, they took a lot of his scientists and they came up with them damn nuclear bombs. Like real talk. Perfected them damn nuclear blasts. You feel me? And the Lord is saying, is there any more wisdom in Teman? Is there any left? Because Donald Trump is a so-called German.
Right.
And he don't seem like he got any wisdom. Like that if that ain't prophetic, I don't know what is. Feel me? The leader of the free world is supposed to be from the one of the sons of Teman, and he ain't got no more wisdom.
Is counsel perished from the prudent?
Right? It's counsel perished from the prudent. You feel me? They counsel is not working. It ain't looking as strong as it used to. You know, he just don't look as strong as he used to. They used to think that they really was smart. You know, that they really had, you know, something going on, that they really had it together. The whole time they was just winging it. You know, they was just doing stuff and just hoping that, you know, it might come out right. And that's what they've been doing this whole time. But because of smoke and mirrors, we assume that they had, you know, some wise counsel. But really, we find out they don't. Donald Trump get up there and just say whatever the hell he want to say. Ain't nobody counseling him. Ain't nobody telling him like, you shouldn't say this. We're going to write the speech out for you. Practice it. Say this. Man, he get up there and just freestyle. Get up there and just say whatever the hell he want.
Is their wisdom vanished?
Right, it's gone. Their wisdom is gone. You would never ever look at the white man like how you used to. You feel me? The Lord has exposed the so-called white man to what now he is clear as day. You can see that he has no wisdom. You feel me? He made all these movies and all these TV shows trying to hypnotize you to make you think that he was the wise one. The whole time he was an idiot. You feel me? See, the thing about the so-called white man is they know how to make everything look good, but they don't know how to make it last. They can make it look real good because they're going to use the black man, the black woman, they wisdom, they knowledge. You feel me? They're going to use other people, the Chinese, the Japanese, they wisdom, they knowledge to make them look puffed up. You know, and then when they can't use them no more, then they starting to look real stupid. And that's what's going on. That's why Martin Luther King was such a detriment to our damn, you feel me, race. You know, because if we would have stayed separated, we would have seen this even sooner. Go ahead. We're going all the way to 10.
Verse 8. Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan.
Right. And that was a tribe, I think, of Arabians, you know, that was mingling with them. And he's telling them to turn back, basically to get out the way.
For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him.
Right. And see, Esau, what he don't understand is the Lord hates him. That's one thing the so-called white man don't understand. The Jewish man, you are a white man. You've been lying for 1,000+ years saying you Jewish. You are a white man, and the Lord hates you. And I know they mad that we saying this because they thought that they could claim that identity for so long that people would just forget about it. But the Lord don't forget. We might forget, people, but the Lord don't. And the Lord gonna put the spirits amongst his prophets to go out and say the things that need to be said.
Verse 9. For the great gatherers come to thee. Will they not leave some gleaming grapes?
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. Esau, he exposed himself to be the wicked because he's so goddamn greedy. He's so goddamn greedy. And Obadiah said this same thing about Esau. That when he comes to gather grapes, he ain't leaving none. He taking them all.
If thieves by night, they will destroy it till they have enough.
Right. If thieves come, they taking what they need and then they gone. Not Esau. Esau went into Afghanistan. He stayed for 20 years and still ain't complete the mission. That's how wicked and evil and thirsty he is. That's how greedy Esau is, that he went into Afghanistan for 20 years and didn't even complete the mission. All them people died fighting for nothing. Like real talk.
Verse 10. But I have made Esau bare.
Right, he exposed. The so-called white man is exposed. He tried to hide, calling himself a Greek, calling himself a European, an American, a Spaniard, a Mexican, Puerto Rican. Esau, he tried to hide amongst every nation. The French, he's from France. He's South African. That nigga, hey, the white man so damn evil and wicked. He tried to go hide in Africa. He like, look, I'm gonna just go ahead to South Africa. Maybe I could blend in. No, that's not how that work, man. That's not how it work, man. You are exposed. You tried to hide from who you were. You feel me? But Esau, you are exposed. You feel me? You trying to hide, saying you the Jew, you an Israelite. You don't even call yourself the right. You don't even use the word right. You call yourself Israeli. Like you bringing attention to yourself. You feel me? Ain't that something that we learned in the world? Don't bring unwanted attention to yourself.
Right.
You feel me? He bring unwanted attention to himself. I'm Israeli. Nigga, what the fuck is that? Every time we read it, it say Israelite. Israelite. 12 tribes, not just one. Like real talk. You bringing attention to yourself. So you can't be mad that Tucker Carlson and all these other white people that don't like Jewish people is now coming up against you.
I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself.
Right, come on, stop it, man. He tried to hide in the mountain, the clefts of the rock. Esau, he tried to. He tried to. And then, like I said, he came out of them caves. And then during the Renaissance period, he tried to paint a black figure to be white. It didn't work. You know, he tried, but it didn't work. Because the Lord is against Esau. The Lord don't like Esau. And that's how you become the wicked that rule the planet. You feel me? Knowing that the Lord is not with you, you just gonna do whatever the hell you want to do. Real talk. Most niggas is like that. It's black people right now. They just do whatever the hell they want because they just feel like they can't get a break anyway. So imagine if you was a whole nation of people that just couldn't get a break. The sun don't even like you. You come outside, your skin melting. Real talk. You mad at your shit. You be mad as hell too. Real talk.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbor, and he is not.
Right. That's a fact. He is nothing. That's the thing. Esau is going to end up being nothing because his seed is spoiled. Real talk. They walking around, you feel me, drinking lattes and all type of Starbucks, all kind of shit. Going out for brunch. They spoiled. But they don't even know that they about to come to nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. So you could drop that. Go to Matthews 11 and 11.
It's like it, sir, if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can definitely tell who it's talking about when it says his seed is spoiled. They can't even have babies like that nowadays.
Right, they can't even have baby. Right, that's the thing. That's what they just came out and said. That they numbers is down. The minorities is killing them. Real talk. Yeah.
The book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 11. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there have not risen a greater than John the Baptist.
Right, that's a fact. Hold on, wait, let me get that with you.
Oh, it's like,
No, that's a fact though, and it's out of Christ's own mouth. Real talk. Because John, he had a really strong following. You know, with the, coming, let me baptize you with the water, and then you clean, and this and that, prophesying about, you feel me, the Christ coming. You know, prophesying about the kingdom coming. Just like all the prophets did. All the prophets did that. You know, after the temple fell, Solomon's temple fell, and then we start going back into slavery. Assyrian, Babylon, Persian, they all prophesied, you feel me, about the kingdom that was coming.
Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he.
Right. But he made a mistake. You feel me? He made a mistake because he prophesied about Christ coming, about how everybody needs to repent. The kingdom of heaven is coming, this and that. But the thing about it is, shit, Christ hit the scene and he didn't follow him. See, the all other prophets, you know, from him on back, you feel me? They didn't end up mingling with Christ. They ain't get to see Christ. So all they could do is prophesy about the kingdom and prophesy about you repenting, Israel, turning back to the Lord. But he actually seen Christ, and instead he kept doing his same shit. You feel me? He kept on teaching what he been teaching. This nigga sitting right here. That's wicked as hell. Like real talk. But that's power, you know, fame. You know, that should have turned you wicked. You keep going. We're going all the way to 13.
Verse 12. And for the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence.
Right. And that's a fact. Any revolution, anytime we trying to come together, it's getting destroyed. It's getting stopped, brothers getting killed. Anytime we try to come together. You know, the Bible say, gather yourselves together, O nation not desire. And every time we try to gather ourselves together, they sent in COINTELPRO, you know, sent in the CIA. You feel me? Sent in some type of organization to try to counter what we teaching. Feel me? Just like right now with the ISUPK and the Commander Hunter, now you got all these fake Israelite groups popping up. You know, watering down the scriptures, watering down what we teach. Because that's the violence. You feel me? Them brothers out there that's faking like they Israel when they really not. They faking like they prophets of God and they not. That's this. You feel me? Anytime we try to come together and somebody try to come up against it. You feel me?
And the violent take it by force.
Right. And the violence take it by force. And if they would come and lock all us up. They would kill all us for what we teach. But we keeping the commandments. You feel me? We keeping the law. We ain't doing nothing wicked and evil. That's the reason why COINTELPRO was able to work with the Nation of Islam, with the Black Panthers, with the Black radical Christians, with all these different movements, the gangs, because they were sinning. And the reason why they can't touch us because we don't commit no sins. We don't break no laws in America. Real talk.
Verse 13. For all the prophets in the law prophesied unto John.
Right. All the prophets and the law prophesied unto John. That's a fact. They all prophesied about Christ coming. They all prophesied about repenting. You feel me? Up until John. Because once John came, he was supposed to pass over, you feel me, all his power and all the people he had to Christ. So he kept doing the same thing. You know? Kept doing the same thing, and then he ended up getting killed. Got locked up, and they cut his head off. And that's why he said, shit, he is going to be least in the kingdom. You feel me? Because everybody prophesied the same thing he was prophesying. But he chose, when Christ came, to just keep doing it. Real talk. Yeah, you could drop that, and you can go to Acts 26:2. Yeah, hell yeah, though. Every time we start gathering together, boom, the white man coming to try to destroy it. Every time. Because us coming together is the kingdom. That's the kingdom.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians coming together, That's the start of the kingdom. Now we might not all be on the same page, but that's the start of it. And they got to destroy that. Like real talk. They got to get rid of that.
Book of Acts, chapter 26, and verse 2. I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this day, because thee touching all the things whereof I am accused of the Jews.
Right. So King Agrippa, he was part of the Herodian dynasty. And he was a Roman. You feel me? But what you got to know about the Herodians, they was put there by the Romans to rule over Judea. You feel me? And they had to learn the customs. You feel me? Of the Jews. They had to study the Jews, what they believe, what they do, what they don't do, what's their high holy days. You feel me? Stuff like that. What's their beliefs? That was their office. They was put over the Jews, the Judea, so they had to know everything about the Jews. Who that sound like? The Jewish man. You feel me? The Jewish man believe because they've learned our culture and bastardized it. Of course, got to put that in. They bastardize our culture. But they think, but because they learned our culture, learned our language, that now they are the Jews. And that's just not true. Because otherwise, then King Agrippa would be a Jew. His family, his whole dynasty, the Herodian dynasty, would be Jews then, because they had to study us. They had to learn about us. They even dressed like us. They wore fucking fringes. You feel me? Because they had to study it, because that's what they was ruling over. Real talk.
Verse 3. Especially because I know thee to be expert in all customs and questions which are among the Jews.
Right. He said what? That he was an expert. You feel me? King Agrippa was an expert. How did he become an expert? Because that's what he had to do. You feel me? That was his family's land that they was ruling in Judea. And they was ruling over the Jewish people. What's like the Jews? They was ruling over the Jews. The real Israelites. You feel me? The ones that's in slavery in America. And they had to learn that and become experts in our customs. Otherwise, when we come to them and saying we want to do this or do that, they wouldn't have no clue. So basically what I'm saying is the Jewish man knowing about Hanukkah does not make him a Jew because you an expert or you studied our language for 1,000 years. That don't make you a Jew. You could put on the fringes. Put the fringes on. They don't even look right. It's Masonic. That don't make you a Jew. You can be an expert in history of the Jewish people. That does not make you a Jew. You could be an expert of whatever concerning the Jews. That don't make you a Jew. That's because you chose to study our customs and our culture. Otherwise, King Agrippa and his family and them would be Jews also, because they say they was experts in all customs and questions which are among the Jews. And we know that they was Romans.
Wherefore I beseech thee to hear me patiently.
Right.
So,
So yeah, so we could drop that. And let's go to First Maccabees 2 and 7 in the Apocrypha.
the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 7. He said, woe is me. Wherefore was I born to see the misery of my people and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when I was delivered unto the hands of my enemy, of the enemy, in the sanctuary unto the hands of the strangers.
Right. So he's saying the destruction of the temple. You feel me? He's saying the destruction of the temple. He say, "Woe is me." You feel me? Because this is a very sad thing that was going on. This is a very sad time for the Jews. Real talk. To see the sanctuary into the hands of strangers. That's what's happening right now. Them people over there in Israel right now are strangers. They don't belong there. The Palestinians and the Israelis, neither one of them. They all fighting and dying for nothing. Wait, we're going all the way to 10.
Verse 8. The temple is become as a man without glory.
Right. That's what the Solomon's temple is, a temple of a man without glory. You know, a nigga that's an alcoholic, a junkie. You ever seen a crackhead? That's the temple right now. The temple is like the trap house. They doing all type of wicked things and fornications over there. You know, and then it's funny though. I found out that they sell shrimp, crab, and lobster. In Israel, they selling shrimp, crab, and lobster and pork. The temple has became a man without glory.
Verse 9. A glorious vessel is carried away unto captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
A young man with the sword of the enemy.
Right, come on, man. Where is this happening at with the Jewish man? Jewish man, infants are slain in the street. It's not happening to him. His young man is with the sword of the enemy. It's not happening to him. We the ones getting killed by our enemy. You know, our infants the ones slain in the street. This is not happening to the Jewish man. This is happening to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Verse 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten her spoils?
Right. And what nation have not had part in her kingdom and gotten her spoils? You feel me? Everybody is feeding off us. You know? Everybody had part in this. You feel me? You go outside in a Black neighborhood, it's a different business all up and down the street from different nations. You feel me? Everybody is taking part in our ruin. Us, we ruined right now. We ain't got no infrastructure, no nothing. All we do is spend, spend, spend. And everybody taking part of it. The Jewish man is not going through that. The Jewish man, what they say, the dollar don't leave the Jewish man. It circulate 13 times before it leave the Jewish community.
Just like I said, they own the diamond districts, Hollywood, the rap industry. They own every goddamn thing.
News media outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast.
Yep. Epstein Island.
Epstein. Yeah, P. Diddy.
Right. Come on, stop it. I'm saying this is only happening. This is not happening to him.
Right.
Like real talk. We the only ones that every nation is partaking in spoils. You feel me? Real talk. We the only ones that's happening to. And the so-called white man letting them do it. You know? He letting them do it. Letting them come over here, open up businesses. He gonna make it hell and hot water for you to be able to. Gonna make it then and impossible. All right, so if I could, we could drop that. Go to Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, 7 and 2.
The book of Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 2. It is better to go to the house of the morning than to go to the house of the fasting.
Right. It's better to go to the house of the morning than to the house of the feasting. You feel me? Because going to the house of the morning, you feel me? They in there, they learning, you feel me? Structure. You know, they learning about pain. They thinking about problem solving. You know, how to get out of this situation, how to overcome. You know, how to make this money stretch, how to make this food stretch. You know, survival mode. But the people that's feasting, I mean, shit, they having fun. They lacking. If you want to keep it real, real talk, they lacking. Ain't paying attention to nothing. And that's what you got to understand about us and poverty and the Jewish man. They don't understand what's happening. You feel me? Because they feasting. So they don't understand that their whole world is about to crumble down. While us, we in the house of the mourning. We mourning right now. We've been mourning since Christ left. Feel me? And that's why we more on point about what's about to happen, and they not. They thinking it's a game.
For that is the end of all men.
Right. That's the end of all men, because you ain't paying attention. You just want to have fun and play. Go ahead. Keep having fun and playing. Your whole world is about to collapse. You feel me? Because you was getting fat while everybody else was starving. You know? You was getting all this damn reparations for the fucking Holocaust. Black people ain't get $1. You know? We sitting here mourning, y'all feasting. And that's the end of all men. You feel me? Because y'all wasn't paying attention. Y'all slipping.
And the living will lay it to his heart.
Right, to his mind. We're going all the way to verse 3.
Verse 3, sorrow is better than laughter.
Right. Sorrow is better than laughter. Do that mean you can't laugh and joke? Hell no. Ain't nothing wrong with laughing and joking, but playing. Playing is something you shouldn't do too much. You hear me? Laughing and joking, I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? You're just trying to lighten the mood, you know? Maybe it's, you know, you got to break the ice. But playing, that's what it's talking about. You playing, you ain't serious. You feel me? You ain't paying attention to what's going on. You playing too much. You feel me? That's why it's saying sorrow is better than laughter. Sorrow is better than you playing all the time. You feel me? Like you a woman or you a child. You feel me?
Right.
For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
Right. The sadness, you know? Sadness bring you more into reality. See, the Jewish man having too much fun. They playing too much. So they don't even see that everything that they thought they worked for is about to come crashing down. You feel me? They don't even know it because they playing too much. They having too much fun. While black people, we not. We over here, we struggling, we stressing. And we trying to figure this shit out. And us trying to figure this shit out, we done found our God. And we've been serving him and we've been praying to him facing the east. And they thinking it's a game. Because they having too much fun. And they ain't paying attention. You feel me? The reality of life make you more serious. You know? And don't nothing hit reality more than being sad. Than mourning. And we've been mourning from deaths. Mourning from losing everything. Feel me? While they over there getting richer and richer. Nothing but laughing and playing. You feel me? They got Epstein Islands and Hollywoods and casting couches. All kind of weird shit. You know? They playing. The whole time, shit, we going through sorrow. You could drop that one and go to verse. No, not verse. Go to chapter 13 and 20.
So
it ain't in that. It's in the Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha.
Yes, good. Okay. 13 and 20.
God.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13 and verse 20. As the wild ass is the lion's prey.
Ecclesiasticus 13 and 20.
Oh, Salakia, I was 19. Ecclesiastes verse 13 and 20. As the proud hate humility, so doeth the rich abhor the poor.
Right. As the proud hate humility. The proud, they hate the humble, you know. People that's proud and actually they hate the humble. Who is that? That's the so-called white man. The so-called white man hates the humble. Real talk. They want you to be just like him. Real talk. That's why what they used to do to the slave, like in slavery, they used to make if you didn't want to get drunk, they would punish you for that. If you didn't want to come out and celebrate the Christmas and all that stuff like that, they would punish you for that. They hate the humble. They don't like that. And the rich abhor the poor. Abhor is to do something hateful. That's an action. And that's what the rich always do. They abuse the poor. Trump abused the poor. He hate the poor. That's what white people just starting to figure out. White people just starting to figure out that Trump, he hate poor people too. He don't give a fuck if you white or black. And that's the reason why the so-called white man got such a friction with the Jewish people. Because the Jewish people is oppressing them the same way they was doing to Hitler. And that's why they keep trying to come up against the Jewish man. The white people keep coming up against the Jewish man. Because they doing the same thing to them that they was doing to Hitler. Real talk. And then it's funny, you got a German in office. We'll see how that end up. But one thing that the rich people don't know is the poor gonna rule over the rich.
Right.
So you can keep abusing the poor all you want. The poor is gonna rule over the rich. The humble is gonna rule over the proud. That's how it's gonna go. That's how it should be. But the problem is the proud and the rich, they knew that shit. Being humble and being poor, you still gonna get punished. So we might as well just be wicked. And that's how they became the people that the earth was given to. But they decided to just be wicked. If being humble and being poor, you still gonna get punished, then we might as well just be proud and rich. But they don't know that that's what's gonna cause their destruction. Real talk. All right, last scripture. Let's go to Luke 6 and 25.
The book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 25. Woe unto you that are few. For
Right.
ye shall
Woe unto you that are full. It's talking about the rich. The people that think they got it all together. They think it ain't nothing gonna happen. Their money can save them. You fool. America is full. The Jewish man is full. Europe, England, the Queen of England, they full. Even these uppity niggas is following after the so-called white man. Following behind Trump, thinking he gonna pardon them if they go to jail or whatever. Destruction is coming to all you that's full. That's crazy that people don't really understand that still to right now. That the rich people is the wickedest people on the planet. The rich people is the wickedest people. That's how they got there.
For ye shall hunger.
Right, you're gonna hunger. You're gonna go broke. All you people that's full, your pockets is filled up, you're gonna go broke. 9 times out of 10, how you got there was you done something wicked and evil to get there.
Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
Right. It's an old saying, laugh now, cry later. And that's how these people became the wicked to rule earth. Because they would rather laugh now and just cry later. But we in that time right now of the crime. They laugh. They've been laughing. They've been feasting. Now it's time for them to cry and be hungry. You know, that's the times we in now. They done did the laughing, the playing, feel me, the feasting. Now it's time for them to be mourning. Now it's time for them to be broke. That's the time we living in now, especially when you got white people telling Jewish people that you ain't the Jew. Real talk. Yeah, but that's the end of tonight's class. Tune in every Monday, Tuesday. Tune in Wednesday night for the podcast. Feel me? Y'all by Shimmy Avashai Brakadam. Y'all Shimon Thumb by Shimmy Avashai. Class is dismissed.